Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to register. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to register. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to register. Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 win Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches.
What up, what up? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I know my days run into each other. I don't know what the fuck that is. Vincent Van Gogh. It's not. Come on. You really think the inside joke is fucking obviously Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night? Dude, I'm not that basic. It's definitely a little trickier than that one. I left you a hint on Twitter. That's your only hint. If you're from where I'm from, it's easier to get, but even then, it won't be that easy to get. What is it? Say-yaru? What? I don't even know what that word is, Jan. Rixie Buzz. What up, nigga? I ain't seen you in a while. You were backpacking for like, what, 6 months, motherfucker? Good to see you're back. I'm glad you're back among the land of the living. I believe your country's currency lost 40% while you were gone. No, I'm kidding. It was something crazy. Is it to do with Negril? No. Well, at least you know the beaches in my home. That's nice. The title referencing Starman. Wow. So, is there a Jamaican among the crowd right now? You guys, I'm telling you, never get it. It's probably a dick move, honestly, because it's super specific. So, met a fellow clone last night that was Jamaican, so I thought, this is a funny joke. So if he's watching, he has a chance. Any other Jamaicans on the planet watching, you have a chance. Anybody that's familiar with Jamaica watching, you have a chance. There's a Jamaican flag in there. All right, damn. We off and popping. So 100 viewers before I started. That's definitely not been the norm, so that's nice. Is it something to do with chess? I can't give any other hints. Hang on. A Starry Night from Jamaica. I guess that's as good as it gets. So, no, and no, but good tries. So, anyways, it's 8:40. I gotta get started. How you motherfuckers doing? Has the show been serving you well? Did we get it right? Did we keep you guys out of the fire? Cherry says, "Hey, my girl is Jamaican. Let's see if she can help you." Ozil Mert said, "Night from Jamaica." That's close enough. It's a Jamaican night. Right. Starry is like homie back when I was a kid. You call somebody Starry, it's like, hey, what's up, homie? And so, like, a Starry night is a Jamaican night. That's pretty good, Ozil Mert. You figured that out. Close enough. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's got a Jamaican flag on a fucking knight from a board game, and it's spelt like a knight. Duh. I thought that wasn't that bad, to be honest, but I could see the struggle was real. Alright, Ozil, just shoot me a DM. I'll show you something really cool you haven't seen before on Price Logics. But yeah, that was a joke, right? When Marcus needed a hero, you got this. Well, what is this if it's not a hero like you're accustomed to, right? But like I said, this means homie back in my time. So it's just a Jamaican night. And nobody wants that for a hero, right? Not most of the world. But it's what you got to live with right now. So, I'm sure y'all have seen this, but you're going to see it again. Where did I put it? So, come on, people. I need to hear some things. It's awfully quiet in my Discord. When we put up really good intel, we never hear back from anybody. So, I like to think that everyone's doing pretty well, but I never really know till you tell me. So, did we get it? Or did we get it? No, bad. Boats and Coke. The epic freehand doodles, right? Pretty insane. So, between that one and you guys getting to play this one, Booyakasha. And that, my friends, is how you navigate a bottom. It's not usually going to be a V bottom. It is going to have a duration that psychologically fucks everybody out of the base. That's what really happens, to allow it to leave with no one in it. Yeah, remember, when these movements happen, right, very few people capitalize on it. Very few people win in markets. Well, something has to happen in this duration to make everybody who would want to capitalize on this not be there. The very same thing that happened here, right? These are shockwaves, and the longer they go sideways, the greater the time correction, the greater the psychological devastation of the participant. That's why I call these monopolies of localized perception, right? That's all there ever is, right? Value transferring from perception to perception. And the monopoly of perception that happens in this region is what the time correction is for. It allows a position to be built against a unanimous perception. And in this case, a troll perception. So this is the reason that you have to be patient, right? Unless you're fucking trading on the 1 second chart. This thing took time. He came into the bottom here, 2018, and he's not leaving until fucking, June 2018. He's leaving on the 16th of July, like a fucking month later. This 1 month incinerated so many people who couldn't sit on their hands. It just cut them to fucking pieces. Analysis can always be better, but it needs to be accurate, and you guys need to actually use it, and that's what makes the station valuable. If I analyze everything right and you guys just go, wow, that's great, but I just got wrecked, then I'm not really doing anything for you. So one of the things I've tried to do is try to make things that most people would consider rather complex stunningly simple, so they can translate easier for people who don't like live and breathe this shit. If it's going to be a viable TV station, that competes with the CNBC for a person that doesn't have this massive financial education or anything that's not even needed anyway. Like, let's face it. To be able to take this and say, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z with that, and have like the ability to convert this intel, unless that has utility, there's no value in the station. So the more and more of you that can convert this stuff and do amazing shit and dodge fucking crashes and be here in great spirits while everyone's like dying in a bear market, the better the station is. So that is the goal. One question: do bottoms have similar timings? Like in 2018 it was 85 days, in 2020 it was 65 days, now only 35 days. Well, looks like you've clearly got 3 different fucking numbers right there, right? Didn't you just answer your own fucking question? I'm not even going to respond to that beyond that, bro. I'm going to let you think a little bit what you wrote down, and you tell me. Hey guys, this dude's like 6'2", the other dude's 5'8", and this other nigga's like 4'11". Are these guys like the same size? Bitch, the fuck? Do you hear the words coming out of your own mouth? Anyways, so I'm gonna help you. Not a dick. It can come off that way, but this is what help looks like. The guy won't answer a simple fucking question, yo. What the fuck, man? I do, just not the way you expected. People hate me. I know. It's like, what do you show up here for? Goddamn well you're not going to get what you exactly want out of this place. But there's something valuable here. I just don't know exactly what it is. He's a motherfucker, that guy. No night emoji in iOS? You got to update your iOS. Yo, Pars, you're out of control. I appreciate you, man. Holy shit. I hope you're fucking got a house or a Tesla out of this. But kill your shit. I appreciate you, man. Everybody who's done some bits at the station, I appreciate you guys supporting the show. Holy crap. But what are you talking about? There's no night emoji in iOS. Yes, there is. Spell it with a K. Where the hell do you think I get it? I'm on iOS. There's absolutely. Just put chess, and you get all the pieces. You get the pawn. They got the pawn, the knight, and a couple. I think 2 other ones. Cherry, do you think POS for ETH will possibly change minting methods, combating bots, or making it easier for bots to mint? Man. That's probably outside my wheelhouse as far as technical savvy with what POS brings and what that means to botting. I would be speaking out of my expertise to tell you an answer on that one. It'd just be BS. I couldn't tell you. I know that the ultimate goal is that gas won't be the fucking nightmare it's been, and so at least I don't know, gas wars will change, and the ability to have somebody fucking just pay to go underneath you will change. I'm not really sure about that. The person who could probably answer that is Burger or Red. There they are, right in the chat. Those 2 are the 2 that can answer that. POS doesn't change anything except the way transactions are validated. So there you go. I guess we still are stuck with the bots and stuff, right? So Yeah, you got any POS or anything, questions like that, ask those guys. They'll answer all of that. And Salty says it won't do shit. So there you go. So I know that most people do not like my scorecards, but we're gonna watch it anyway because, as you guys know, you guys come here to find good intel so you can make like the best risk management decisions possible out there. I myself, I trade also, but my art form, as far as like an artist in markets goes, is predictive analysis, like, and getting it right. So for me, that's actually, yeah, I caught a clone with you. I give literally half as fucking shit about that as I do about just getting the squiggle right. You don't understand. It took a long time to go figure that shit out to make it look as easy as you see it, like, and keep getting it right. The duration of the squiggle was actually dependent on the LTC fractal structure. So I had a timing for both ETH and BTC squiggles. I didn't just actually fling them on there and it worked out. I flung them on there with a scaling and a structure I'm familiar with in bottoming formations. So besides looking kind of janky, like, there's actually a method to that madness. Anyways, I'm really happy with this video, so I want y'all to watch it.
This is the original roadmap from 20.
There it goes.
This is the original roadmap from 2018 of BTC. So this is the major high level right here. Troll Party 19940. If I had to guess a good level of major interaction, it'll be that one. That was like your bigger shockwave on the way out. This had light interaction in the session that you could fuck with, but nothing that sustained it because it's a tiny shockwave. Your bigger shockwave leaving the 2017 system and the climax high are here. So if there's a place to pay attention, it's Troll Party to Core Revival. This should be a place where BTC stalls. Inside this range, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. All right.
What do you
God
want?
damn it, this thing's jumping all over the place. Inside here, if he comes down here, I think he comes out like that. I'll make that call right now. It's a pretty good level.
I'll make that call right now. That's called conviction, motherfuckers. Conviction. That right there, if some CT pleb OG had said that shit and videotaped it and free-handed it, that shit would have a motherfucker on 4 different TV shows right now. You know that, right? That right there is the call of 2022. Can't call it the call of the century, though. Pretty crazy. But you guys who've been around for a while realize now, right? How many cycles we've been on the top and bottom of. It's pretty wild. So for some of you rookies who don't know who we are, I'm going to show you a little bit of how many cycles we are in now with this. And it's pretty fucking bonkers when you think about the tip of the spear that we have. For most of you who don't know, your BTC run started with us doing this back at 300. Doing a massive presentation with a few funds watching it, and doing what was called the awareness campaign of BTC back in 2015. So that's where that begins. Your crash cycle of 2014, this was the warning for it, something nobody had ever seen before that led to the crash of 15 and ultimately cash cycle to push BTC back up through 300. This is the diamond chest. I can't let you guys stare at all those. Too many goodies in there. For any of you who don't know about that stuff too, by the way, the top one is BTC. The bottom one is not. All right, this one on the right side is not. Left side, Bitcoin. So this is coming out of the crash of 2015, and this is cash cycle, and this is the last time Bitcoin is ever at this price. Most people would say that's a fluke until we did it again with BCH in 2017, and it also went apeshit. These are both fractals of cash cycles in 2015 and 17. So if you didn't know it, we are the floor of Bitcoin. We're where this whole party fucking starts and leaves the triple digit range forever. So just in case you think this is if you believe in coinky dinks, okay. If you're not a fucking idiot, I think you fucking get it. It'd be like that sometimes. The dead top of Litecoin, for any of you who don't know why, crypto winter is a fucking term. LTC winter, Winternomics, Winternomics TV, Litecoin winter. That's why. This is the original top call of the greatest crash in crypto history in 2017. We are now in the new greatest crash of fucking crypto history in 2022. So rather stunning, right? And this was the bottom of that crash that was also forecasted before you got there. The top to the day and the bottom of BTC in that crash, which we actually used a fractal of 2018 to figure out this dump wave this year, and projected a fractal 13 on ETH and then forecasted the range of both ETH and BTC perfectly. Talk about cycles repeating, right? So we've been around enough to be all parts of this fucking cycle now. It's actually crazy to come back around. So that's why we had so many things like Troll Party. We're like everywhere in this cycle. We don't sort of know moron trolls that show up at fucking 19,000, and they don't gotta be from fucking Bitcoin. They could be from CloneX, right? Trolls a fucking troll. Price has memory. Shitty fucking people show up in the same places. They ain't gotta be from the same clique. Shitty people are just shitty people. So, you know, pretty ridiculous. So if anyone had never seen this, this is the narrative of BTC from that awareness pump I just showed you, right? That's it. That's cash cycle 1, and that it never comes back. And this is the dead top of Litecoin winter, and that is the bottom of what will be your next cycle for COVID, forecasted with the gold fractal. And here we are with the Sailor fractal forecasting down into a fractal version of 18 structure back on Troll Party from this whole system. Got to be the craziest shit ever to be in here that long and see that shit. So pretty fucking crazy. Only Twinkies will deny it. Yeah. You real motherfuckers know what's up. TrollX don't know who the fuck they're trolling, but they gonna find out. I'll make that call right now. We didn't finish watching that because that shit was fire.
I think he's bounceable, and you may do that. We call it to Boys and Coke, and I need to see what he does if he structures out and holds ground. But I think if we get our July, June kind of like target on LTC, then he sets the range through this shit, and then probably does something like that. It's probably fast. Like the trajectory of this whole thing should be quick.
Should be quick.
So this is the area you want to watch. The 2018 areas, Troll Party. This is an interesting area. I think if you're going to see the market chill the fuck out anywhere, this is the range for BTC to really pay attention to.
This is our wave projection here and a good counter structure in here. This is what would give rise to potential for, like, you know, this formation. If you look, oops. That's a good wave bottom before, right? Exactly what you're looking for. Kind of off on the very beginning of it, but basically that's what you're kind of looking for. If you're going to get a bottom formation in structure, he's going to come from one last deep dive like this and then on a recoil. And you track it for a bull flag rotation if that happens, and you know this would probably be a pretty serious pump that you'd have time to play into, even using this as a trigger like 20,300. Let me put that guy where it goes. 20,300. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? And we gave you guys that trigger on a different show. All right, I did some things here. So I made this guy kind of cleaner for the so the before and after grab would look good. Let me turn on some things I turned off. Let's see. Boink, boink. That's time for anything else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this little arc I had on here, turn him off real quick so you can see him. But yeah, trigger level, clean as fuck, right? One flag in the trigger range, and then booyah. Up through it, clean sustain. You guys had all day to play that. So this is what good market TV should do. It should get the answer fucking right, you know? It shouldn't look like Kramer and all these other idiots out there looking like they're just as dumb as everybody else. At the end of the day, those are charlatans. And I am the only person out there that can actually tell you the rest of them are charlatans. Because I'm the only person that can get this many things right. And I know how to. There's actually a rhyme to it. And actually some of you probably by now trying to pick up on it, right? Wave logic is not really that complicated. It's just unknown. And at the end of the day, once you start to see things like this regularly, come out of a fucking TV station, you got to ask yourself, well, what the fuck's coming out of the other ones? Right? At some point, you'd have to realize those people know they're lying to you. They know they don't know what they're doing, and they know you don't know enough to fucking call them on it. That's it. This station is the fucking kryptonite of every other fucking analyst in the fucking world that cannot keep a consistent track record of this shit going on because they don't understand price mechanics or the human behavior that makes up the graph. I don't give a shit about what kind of fucking macroeconomic garbage you spit out of your mouth or fucking balance sheets or fucking earning statements. Suck a dick. Fucking stupid assholes here. Buy the break. Fuck you. Analysis over. Suck it. The fuck you gonna do with that shit? Alright? Take your fucking finance degree and fucking shred it. Bunch of assholes over there, stand over there. Ta-da! How fucking difficult is this? Right? The whole world financial markets and all these fucking jackasses talking it out of their fucking assholes. Bunch of shitheads. Nobody's on the fucking show. Y'all niggas pay attention. Fuck all of Wall Street. Fuck all of you. You don't know shit, you lying fucks. So clip that. And clip the other fucking thing from Graveyard and send it to anybody that talks that shit again. It's not a picture. You can't even argue, motherfucker. And that's why you see not a lot of people touching us out of eco, because that one fucking exposes everybody. If you can't describe in that level of detail for ETH and BTC, bitch, shut the fuck up. Because now you look retarded next to me, because I can tell you're full of shit. That's the one thing nobody wants in markets, right? A motherfucker can legitimately tell you, I know for sure you're a lying piece of fucking shit. I am that motherfucker. Dealers on, what do you ask? Definitely answered that one already. Sailor's a bad actor. Likely at some point will have to come out of the market. Does he have to be this second? Not necessarily this second. But bad actors like that don't usually remain in markets forever. Go back a few shows though, we definitely touched on that one. Wave Logic Bingo. Yeah, with Bingo starter pack. So for any of you new guys that want some basics on Wave Logic, like what you just saw right there, go watch. I'll show what to do here. One sec. So go to page. Hey, doesn't this look great? Before you go look at that. Doesn't that just look like an amazing wall? That's a great fucking page in itself. Isn't it? I don't know. I think it's aesthetically pleasing to see this as a wall of videos. Nobody else think so? I think that's pretty fucking dope. What is this? Could you even tell this is a market show? It's the greatest story of markets, but if you're fucking too close to it, you can't see the story, Gotta back up. It's like the lines of Nazca, right? They look like anything on the ground until you fly up in the air. But I definitely like how this is looking. Playlist. So go here and go to, why don't I even see it? Starter pack. Go to this list right here. And you can pretty much teach yourself to trade out of these 5 videos. Just take your time. Watch these 2 at the top first. I put them in a certain order. And if anything, watch them twice. Just the first 2. And actually pay attention. So watching, there's a quality level to this. A lot of people say, yeah, watch the video, learn anything. That's because you didn't pay a fucking attention. Stop doing everything else. Get your dick out of your hand. Pay actual fucking attention. And then watch it again. You watch these first 2, you'll be a different trader after just these 2 videos. Once you've paid attention to those 2, watch the other 3. By the time you go through this, which there's no way you'll do it in a fucking night, because this is like fucking Lord of the Rings times 2, bitch. Take your time. Maybe a week or 2. And then start applying some of this shit on paper shit before you go to live shit. Make sure your kinks are worked out. And I'm telling you, you will see a fucking difference in everything you're doing. The shit's free. Just spend your fucking time and actually watch it. You'll be surprised. There's no quick way to tell you how to fucking retrain certain ideas. You have to have your own fucking epiphany. You have to take your own time to watch that shit. So yeah, there's that. So it's 9:03. Let me get a macro stitch going. Let's check some things out. Stupid happy with the performance of the room. You guys actually kill shit. Saw so many people from so many different time periods that have been with us long and very recent. All hit this shit. Really awesome to see that. You guys are surprise yourself to new people. Like if you just try a little bit, Like I told you, as all of you are discovering, the fucking war stories, you've literally got 1,000 versions of what you're going through articulated in high resolution from fucking, I have no fucking clue how to get this right, to, okay, I got it right. You have everything you need between the war stories and those videos. They have literally told you every fucking thing and experiencing that nuance that you would never know you forgot until you're doing the damn thing, which is what really learning a business is about, right? You don't really learn that much in the stuff you read, like the cliff notes of fucking anything. Until you go in there and actually fuck up and burn your finger and shit, you won't know the little things that actually make shit work. And the war stories, those guys are writing those little things out, like things you'd never even think of until it comes across and haunts you on your trade. So if you use those, you study what those guys post, and you study the shows that I gave you, and then you just try out some stuff across the older shows. Just see what the logic was that unfolded. It'll start making a crazy sense to you. You don't have to become a genius to figure out what the Federal Reserve's monetary policy is doing. You don't have to fucking figure out fucking how to forecast earnings or any of that shit. You just need to have a fucking clear enough mind to see what's in front of your face and feel all of it. If you can do that, you will have access to more information than almost everyone around you, because they cannot. And you do not have to be smarter than anybody else. You just have to be more observant. So that being said, that's the point of why we make you do stuff. Like, we're trying to train a habit for you to not be retarded. I can't make you beat Wall Street in 5 fucking minutes unless you're an idiot and you believe that. Then I'll just fucking sell you some swampland. So don't fall for that shit. No one can sell you some quick shit that will solve anything. You will spend time to be really great at anything. That's just the way it is. All right. Macro things. Let's go. Where is my chart? So, just about at Boats and Coke, I would pay attention to that level. It got plowed through here, yeah, but it's a major level anyways. All these levels from back in the day are. Right? So Boats and Coke is the last level before you enter the 30,000 range, right? It's the last real level at all. It's not a major one as Troll is, but it is the last shockwave. It's far smaller in scale, but it has a chance for good interaction if you're arcing as hard as we are into this. And I'm telling you right now, Boats and Coke is a euphoric level, right? So you got Troll level, and Boats and Coke's obviously fucking going moon, right? This is a place that people who miss the fucking like move off of Troll Party will chase right into this shit. So right now, this move is really driving people out of their fucking minds. That missed it, they look and feel retarded because they only became bearish at the depths of hell. So pay attention to that. ETH. So my lucky 13 should have been projected lower. I had the trajectory right, but I should have put him in this range, and I had a thought, But yeah, this is still the lucky 13. This is the gold fractal happening to ETH. It's exactly summer 2018, and then boom, and then a sideways chop through basically January 2019, and then rotates out, everyone's dead. If this is a meaningful, like, will it hold in dollar terms bottom? For now, it looks pretty fucking good. Play the wave that you've got. Is there a chance he comes down and does any of this projection down here, the secondary projection we gave you? There's a chance for it. This is the overall structure, though. If you look at this guy, right, this to this, rotating out, this is what this is. It's just a longer duration version of it. And it ran it really quickly. To be honest with you, in the size of the crash that you have, I would expect the duration to look something like the 2018 one. This did go pretty fucking quick, and the trajectory down was pretty fucking brutal. We didn't have the summer we had in BTC. BTC did this for a lot longer period than ETH did. So this being said, right now, there's a lot of people that missed this, but there are a lot of people still in NFTs and still holding bags. But they're just way the fuck underwater. Your biggest worry is that the USD side of the market finds a way to get lower, while maybe the ETH side in NFT pricing sustains and reprices how far it needs to. That's the worst case picture. For right now, we know that all the major margin calls that were in the teens of BTC are pretty much not there anymore. So this is a pretty powerful pump, but a lot of people wishing they played triple-digit ETH. And to be honest with you, if ETH saw $500, you probably have to really worry about the viability of the fucking ETH and NFT markets. You got $800 fucking ETH, and for that to have happened and nobody fucking thought that was a great deal from 4,800, I mean, that's sentiment things, right? That's an insane fucking thing for people to look for $500 from here. And that was one of your major sentiment things of 2017 also, right? In 2017, you had this craziness. And I'll give you guys a way to think about this that make a hell of a lot of sense. So in 2017, you get this insane run up to here. And from here, your late buyers that want to be involved north of 17,000 begin to forecast like 40,000 to 50,000 BTC. Let me show you how crazy it is to forecast that after what you've done has happened. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing I needed there. Man, this is driving me crazy. So, right, once you start projecting up like 200%, right, after having just gone 2,800%, and you still need a 2 or 3xer move, that's a latecomer, right? You've had literally the greatest move in fucking all of history, and that's all right. I just need 1 to 200% more, and I'll be just fine. That's ridiculous. That's literally ridiculous. Now, think about that in terms of ETH. Right? You have just watched a decline of 82%, and you're going to need ETH to fall to about 500 to make you feel better about it. So you need ETH to fall like 40 to 50% from here. You do realize like 50%, if I invert this, is fucking like a double, right? It's half off if you change the expression, but they're looking for the same thing. BTC 20, I need 40, you need a double. ETH at 8, you need 4, you need a half. You're actually asking the same shit after the entire run has actually happened. That's what bear markets do to people. All of this is discounted, and in order for them to participate now they need a major drop from a major drop. That was your big tell that people were mind fucked. To start saying that shit, I'm like, do you actually realize where the fuck ETH is actually coming from, motherfucker? To say that shit? It's actually crazy. So anyways, that makes sense, right? You guys get all that? Shout out Bear Bull, Karosh, appreciate you guys. Trojan Mom, Bob Deck, and Jeff, appreciate y'all. Short euphoria, right? To call a fucking market down 80%, needing to go down 50% is retarded. It's short euphoria. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, so you saw that in the bottom, and that's literally what fucking fueled the crash down off of BTC, was this ridiculous expectation after fucking an insane move. That's the fuel we have on the opposite end of ETH and BTC right now. Nobody bought that shit. But, the Fed is still a headwind in the marketplace. So for right now, you have an insane bounce that nobody's part of. And the sentiment right now, they're still trying to figure out how to be part of it. But watch Boats and Coke. If you see some dumb shit pop up on Twitter and it's a bull market again, any of that stuff, fucking caution, right? Immediate caution. If the same assholes that were ready to fucking hang themselves, 2 weeks ago, start fucking hooting and hollering. There's always fucking danger. Alright, so where the heck is my chart? Let me see where I'm at. 9:12. Alright, let me hurry up. I don't want to drag y'all. I keep dragging y'all to the bell. I'm not trying to do that. Alright, so let's just start with SPY and do our basic breakdown things. So SPY action, we talk about him chasing crypto, right? So he looks like crypto without the breakout, right? Crypto did this whole shape, and we can see here he's stuck and hasn't done the part that goes boom like that yet. So crypto was weaker on the bottom side, underperforming. Stocks began to turn and get stronger here, and then crypto has since now gotten stronger while stocks kind of lag, and you're in a very, very critical spot. So we talked about this counter structure. You could go down to this box or this one. This is the next place you're watching, because that's going to be dealing with like this guy's gap right here, right, and getting through this. So you want to watch how Jesus Christ, You want to watch how the interaction with here goes, if it's a deep enough correction, or if he comes right out of it, or if he just fucking smashes through it. I highly doubt he will. I think you'll have heavy interaction, just like all the interaction you see in all the major gaps have been really, really crisp. I think you'll be able to make a decision point off of this, and he'll reach this likely with BTC, hitting boats and coke. So you'll have two major technical levels and two risk assets to pay attention to for a confluence. And I would definitely pay attention to that, because the stock market move, whether you're just looking at this, is more aggressive in certain places, right? Stocks like this, we talked about Apple for you guys. If you guys pay attention to Apple, killer play, right? Boom, boom, he rotated right out. This guy, and other stuff like NVIDIA, some of these semiconductors we talked to you guys about, AMD, somebody went crazy in there. We show you the bullseye, AMD down at the bottom in the trenches, and he's rotated out. This is his trigger now. We told you guys about this at 73. So these are pretty large scale moves in some well-known names, and so you're at now a technical level, a trigger level here, a decent technical level on Apple, at the highs here of the last high, sent him into the fucking depths of the crash, the last low. So this is at least a technical spot to pay attention to for Apple, to see if he structures a shockwave on this. So if you get a stall, right now, that's reasonable to expect. So watch BTC, watch these levels. You have a couple levels at once that you don't want to ignore, right? That and that and that right now, you should definitely watch. So good areas to pay attention. Yeah, that's definitely a good area. Let me zoom out more. So that's what you do, right? We need to check areas. We know risk assets are correlated. They're going to hit key areas together very often. So we need to look, do we have major areas on a bunch of shit that equals caution today? So he's not to it, but that's the area we care about. Boats and coke is about $600 above where we are right now. Let's check some other big market stocks. Tesla has earnings. Pay attention to this. He's definitely corking up for something. I don't know if you want to gamble on that. We talked about Netflix, I think yesterday in the room, and Netflix had earnings, and it was reduced Wall Street earnings expectations. So beating a reduced expectation is kind of a fucking joke in itself. But Netflix did beat. Netflix was supposed to lose 2 million subscribers, lost 900,000. Yay, Netflix. So Netflix fucking is popping on the fact they didn't do as horrifically as fucking worst case expectations had said they should do. So take that shit with a grain of salt, right? He's got a good, decent bottoming formation also, and he probably needs to sustain this level before you gave a flying shit about him. But Netflix having broken back above this equals that's your line in the sand for Netflix to stay this rotation through and possibly begin to rotate to close this gap fill. So worth paying attention to him also. He definitely got smoked. I wouldn't say he's one of the number one things you go after with a structure like that. Like I said, there's far better stocks, like things like this that look bullish, Mickey D's looks like fucking, Armageddon hit it. Not Mickey D's, Netflix. You know what I meant. Boeing, we talked about Boeing. This guy would probably the last fucking place in the world for a possible lower floor to hold within this range from 2013 that lasted for fucking years. That was another money projection. So anybody who played that, congrats. I saw somebody posted a sheet about that. We talked about it here. Great rotation with the bottom of it. But again, we look, that guy, right? Decent areas kind of everywhere for at least a stall today and some kind of meaningful interaction with it. Does it mean the trend's over? No. But at least it's a place that if people are getting euphoric chasing arcing prices, that there's at least interaction possible now in a whole lot of risk assets simultaneously. VIX things, then let's check him. VIX can rotate. If there's going to be a corrective structure, VIX would find a little base and find a little rotation to himself. So we do want to watch him as always. What the hell is that? So we've been tracking this bull flag as it extends as a channel, right? And then we talked about this. If you could roll down again, this would be your next pump. So you're still watching this bear flag right now. This is just a channel drawn, nothing major. Have a swing level, which is just this base, and right here. That's still what you're watching today, like we said in the last show. We rotate up through this, probably corrective structures on everything we just said. So he stays under this and fails again. We squeeze harder at a more ridiculous trajectory, and people just literally go more crazy not to get in. It's very tight, but I think this is a pretty easy line in sand to watch. If he starts to sustain above this today, it's probably not a good day. If he stays under this and fucking rolls down by the end of the day, you can actually go fucking crazier again. Because like I said, nobody's in the bottom of this shit. You guys know it. It was a ghost town on the show. It was a ghost town on Twitter. It was a ghost town in Discord. There's nobody down there. Hence the name Graveyard and fucking Trail of Tears, right? Because that's all that was down there was bullshit. So That's VIX things, DXY. Pay attention to him. He's forming now the bull flag along the corrective structure we talked about. If this guy ever finds fucking, ground and rotates up, the de-risking scenario is on the table. At least a throwback retest towards lows is potentially possible if that happens. With what he's doing here, we check some crypto things. Let me check USDT. So like I said, this guy, we looked at last show, right? He's literally in a crash cycle. The inverse of what crypto looks like. And now we want to watch him. Any place he finds support would be a potential for crypto to stall also. So honestly, looking at this right now, he didn't do anything with this trigger, which is pretty good. And he really doesn't have anything meaningful till he gets into the heart of this shit. So that's probably the only really bullish thing that we have here is that doesn't really have any place that you guys say he's got to stop right now. He is, for all intents and purposes, though, within trend. And let's turn on some of these older things now. We don't need all these. All right, so what is he doing now? Very clearly a much larger bull flag that should be paid attention to, right? And we won't project it off there like that. We'll use this guy. I know I made that ridiculously big, but he's either in a crash cycle right now, and that was the bottom of crypto, or he's making a much larger bull flag. So right now, structurally, that doesn't look the greatest to say he's just about to rotate a bull flag at all. That looks like he's got room to drop more. So that is at least bullish if he continues to do that for crypto, and he's under this swing level. So this is where you care about him. If he rotates back up, that level is where you care for him. If he gets gas above this again, that would be bad for crypto. So all in all, staying under here, we just need to watch and see how some of these risk assets deal with some of these levels they're running into today, and see what BTC does if he does smash into boats and coke directly. So that's DXY, VIX, S&P 500, some stocks, BTC, ETH things, so ETH 16 fucking retardo, completely crazy. Congrats again to everybody who played the fucking hedge down on your ETH assets, bought some ETH and some ETH assets, and played the rotation out. That's fucking alpha and alpha and alpha. And I saw people like I did not think had the skill sets and training to actually do that, pull it off. Great many people. So that's some high level shit, to be honest. Hedging your assets and stuff. That's not something you think like mom and pop at home retail trader does. But you guys should be pretty proud of yourselves that executed that. That's not something very simple. So congrats again. I'm not going to do any symbols because I'm going to run you into like retarded times. It's 9:20. I'm going to let you go. But again, like, been a great run. A lot of you've been measured in your waves up, taking waves up. Nothing wrong with that. Some of you are holding the whole move up. Just don't let it take it back from you. Even if you give up a decent percentage and it starts coming the other way, just don't let it turn into a loser. There's still massive risk in the market going forward. I would say that, crypto seasonality dictates that, like, the real strength in crypto is in the fourth quarter, generally speaking. And I would think like, the November, December cycle, if we, come back into this range, or like, we hold around here and we do boats and cokes and we stay above between boats and cokes and troll party, or just like, stay at least above troll party and we reach like the November period, I think as you get closer to the Fed being done with their cycle and you get more visibility on what their damage they've done to inflation, you have a better chance of a better rally in the fourth quarter with crypto seasonality, But for right now, I do think you're looking at a real shot at a bottoming formation that mirrors the 2018 fractal on BTC. The sentiment's definitely there for it. And looking at the USDT.D index, it definitely looks like, very crash cycle potential. But don't just to get yourself completely like tunnel vision into that. We always want to stay mentally, limber so we can go with whatever the price structure shows us. Can't do space pause on this one. Come back on tonight. I'll do a show tonight. I didn't do winter after dark. I was a little burnt on Monday, so try to make sure I have my energies right today, and I'll do a night show for you guys. Come back and we'll look at some other stuff with like some leisure time without having to rush for a bell. So appreciate everybody coming out. If you guys seen that post on Twitter, that is the quality of this year. You guys know they wiped out a lot of other historically great stuff for me. So if you get a chance and send that one around, that's just they hope you can never repeat the feat, but we're not a one-trick pony. This is what we do. So Nomics logics for the wins, motherfuckers. You guys who all killed it out there, risk management for the win. Don't give your shit back. Pay attention, don't get greedy. And for all of you who had problems yesterday in Discord because you listened to the prep I did and took down every fucking symbol, focus on 1 or 2 symbols. Out of this entire show we talk about, whatever you go for do, just pick one thing and make it your target. Don't worry about the rest. Let's forget I said anything. Don't set alerts for all the shit I said and have 15 million alerts going off while you're trying to focus on ETH. You're gonna fucking like have kittens. Like, you know, keep your focus, stock your asset, be selective, be patient. If you have an amazing run, the chances of having another setup in the same time frame you just took the amazing run is not likely. Back the fuck off. Let some of your emotions bleed away. Go, you know, slap your meat, do whatever you gotta do, smoke something, and then fucking make a new plan. I like to see our station keep growing with successful traders and traders that are, you know, nothing like fucking retail traders around other stations. This is a one-of-one ecosystem. And this is the art of markets, motherfuckers. Catch y'all niggas on the flip. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
Hey, and now y'all motherfuckers that think it's funny out there tipping me in Turkish liras, y'all niggas stop it. It's just depreciating before it even hits the goddamn station. I know it's funny, but fucking stop it.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.
You know I'm just playing, Mert. I just had to.
Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome.